Bennett Chevrolet Pace Truck pulls off, and we're ready to go. Green flag racing action. We are underway for the Young Drivers Canadian Vintage Modifieds. 42 of Steve Murdoch and the 15 of TJ Marshall. They're going to be side by side down the back straightaway. Oh, big problems. Big problems. Oh, caution flag will fly. Red flag is on the speedway as the 42 of Steve Murdoch got into turn 3 just a little bit hot. He got into the 15 of TJ Marshall, and then the rest of the field just kind of piled in behind them. Our Bass Safety and Flamboro Speedway staff is on site here. We're going to see if we can untangle some of these cars. That's basically the whole field over in the middle of turn 3 and 4. Sounds like somebody's trying to get something started over there. So we'll see if we can get everything reorganized and regroup. Here is a big pile up in the middle of turn 3 and 4. Got word here. We're ready to go racing here once again for the Young Drivers Canadian Vintage Modifieds. This feature will now be a 15-lap event. So 15 laps here for 8 cars for the Young Drivers Canadian Vintage Modifieds. Bennett GM Chevrolet Pace Truck's going to pull off, and we're ready to go back racing here. Ian McIntyre in the 5 car is going to lead the field to green, and we're back underway. McIntyre and Murdoch side by side down off of turn number 2. Murdoch slingshots out to the lead. The 7 car of Quinton Murdoch takes advantage, and he's going to take over the race lead. McIntyre is going to slot in second spot, then Mike Pod. TJ Marshall settles in 4th. Jeremy Barton in 5th. Scott Tonelli, Jessica James, and Steve Murdoch round out the field. Quinton Murdoch at the front of the field, though, has opened up about a 2-3 car length lead over the 5 of Ian McIntyre. Mike Pod all over the back bumper of the 5 car as well. So that battle for second is starting to heat up as Pod picked up the win here. That's a team car in the 5 machine, so we'll see if Pod can make an advantage here. So far, so good for the 7 of Quinton Murdoch as he continues to lead. The battle's really on for the second spot as well as the 4th spot. 15 of TJ Marshall. Now there's a battle for the second spot. Pod underneath the 1 of McIntyre. Pod throws that 1 machine down to the bottom. He's going to take over that second spot. New second place runner now, the 1 of Mike Pod, and third, the 5 of Ian McIntyre. And the battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th starts to heat up as TJ Marshall in the 15, Jeremy Barton in the 84, and Scott Tonelli in the 14. All nose to tail here as they complete lap number 4, now on to lap number 5. Quinton Murdoch continues to lead by about 5 car lengths over the 1 of Mike Pod. We'll see if Pod can close the gap here as they work lap number 5. Big problems with the 14 of Scott Tonelli as he had a big wiggle coming off of turn 2 last time around. He's going to lose touch with that group of cars in front of him. Now he's about a 5-6 car lengths back of the 85 of Jeremy Barton. Sorry, excuse me, the 84 of Jeremy Barton. The battle for the lead is starting to heat up, though, as Quinton Murdoch's lead has started to diminish. The 1 of Mike Pod is really starting to close the gap as Murdoch had about a 5 car length lead. Now it's down to about a car length, maybe a car length and a half at most as they work lap number 8, halfway home, halfway to go. Mike Pod in that 1 car is really closed the gap now as he's closed into about a maybe not even a bumper's length behind the 7 of Quinton Murdoch. Murdoch's going to try to have to hold on here if he wants to hold on to this race lead as Pod has closed the gap. He is there. Little loose off of turn 2. That's going to allow Murdoch to open up about a car length lead again, but Pod in that 1 car just gets through the corner so much better than the 7 of Murdoch as he just dives underneath. Now the race lead is on. Side by side for the race lead is Pod to the bottom. Murdoch on the top, side by side down into turn 3. Edging out in front, the 1 of Mike Pod. Murdoch's going to try the crossover move, but no. New race leader, the 1 of Mike Pod, is going to take over as Quinton Murdoch's now going to try to see if he can recover and work his way back around as he is still all over the back bumper as Pod hasn't pulled away yet. Murdoch trying a little bit different line here, a little higher entry to see if he can apex the corner and dive off the bottom side, but Pod just has that car rolling really nicely through the center of the turns. And so far, he's opened up about a car length and a half over the 7 of Murdoch now. As they work lap number 12, now on to 13. We're going to see 2 to go this time by. 2 more trips around for the 1 of Mike Pod. The battle is still on for that race lead, as well as the battle for 4th and 5th and 6th as Jeremy Barton's all over the back bumper of TJ Marshall, and then Scott Tonelli's rebounded and he's worked his way back up. They're going to have white flag, 1 more trip around for the 1 of Mike Pod. That battle for 5th is still on as Tonelli in the 14 is going to try to find a way around Barton, but for the final time here tonight, off of turn 4, Mike Pod in the 1 car is going to see the checkered flag. Feature win goes to the 1 of Mike Pod. Second will be the 7 of Quinton Murdoch. Third, the 5 of Ian McIntyre. Fourth, the 15 of TJ Marshall. And rounding out the top 5, the 84 of Jeremy Barton. We'll head on down to Quick Victory Lane and grab a word with our feature winner, the 1 of Mike Pod. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for your feature winner, the 1 of Mike Pod. Grab a word here with Mike. Mike, you kind of got through that mess there just barely on lap number 1. How were you able to get this 1 car to victory lane?
It's just a great car. Thank you to Ian for the motor. Ian was driving the 5 again. Sorry, I got the misfortune of others, but I've been the victim of that as well. So, you know, yeah, I guess that was it. Misfortune of others gave us a bit of a upper hand on that one. But I got to thank Mike for sponsoring the night, Mike the Realtor, and Epic for sponsoring Victory Lane, and all of you guys for coming out. I like seeing the hot rods. That was fun. Thank you, Flamboro Speedway.
There you go, fans. How about a round of applause for your feature 2 winner, the one, Mike Pod.